the Yellow Boy tomatoes. Here's a close-up of the plants, guys. As you can see probably in the background there's a whole lot of blight going on. And I did do some trimming up of this plant last night, but there's pretty much no saving it. It's just letting the fruit, whatever fruit will ripen up. And you know, this was resistant for quite a long time, but you know what? It just as soon as that blight hits and takes control, there's no stopping it. So let's get some tomatoes off this plant, girls. Let's start picking. Grab the bright orange ones and the yellow ones. Have at it, girls.
Okay. Come on, Kylie, let's go do this. Good one, Kylie. What do you think, Dad?
Good job. Okay, so those are the orange slices. Good job, dudes. Let me go get a bucket.
This one ready?
Yup. Let me, I'll go get a bucket.
Okay. Ugh. Wow, this one's definitely a yellow.
Yeah, make sure they're good and ripe, okay?
I know. There's a lot of tomatoes.
Well, that's pretty good for a first picking.
That's a lot of tomatoes, isn't it?
That is a lot of tomatoes. I don't know what we're going to do with them all. I think maybe we'll do a little orange tomato salsa, perhaps. I think we got some peppers back there.
Yeah, we got some chilies.
We got chilies?
Yep.
Okay, we got chilies, she says. We got onions. We got bell pepper. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make some salsa. How does that sound?
What about we make a chili, tomato, sausage?
Sausage? The first thing I want to do is I want to weigh this Mega Bloom here and see if I actually got one over a pound this year. I've yet to get a tomato over a pound.
What?
Kylie, can you move? Thank you. It's 1.3 pounds, so we did get a 1 pound tomato this year, and that is a Yellow Boy, which does turn orange here. So 1.31 pounds, I'm cool with that. Let's get kind of a average weight here. What do we got? 0.87.
That is
0.88. Almost a pound. 0.98. So they're between probably half and 1 pound, the majority of these tomatoes, with, of course, you got your oddball there, that's like a pound. So these Sunny Boys, they grow okay. There's still a lot of tomatoes on the plant. If it holds up, we will get a whole bunch more. So now the all-important thing is to taste test. Okay, my beautiful assistant has washed my first Yellow Boy for me. Thank you, Miss Ava.
You're welcome.
And it looks almost identical to the orange slice. This is interesting. Regardless, we need to know
How good it is?
how good they are.
I'm gonna go get a towel for the tomatoes to throw them off.
Those are pretty good. Yep. I like it. It's a good tomato.
I know.
I've yet to really grow a bad tomato that I've just not liked to eat. So I think the moral of the story is to grow your own tomatoes. I refuse to buy grocery store tomatoes, so this is the only time of year that I really eat the tomatoes. So absolutely awesome. I recommend it. So I got about 10 cups of tomatoes here that we picked. Well, I got a ton more, but 10 cups it didn't take a lot to get 10 cups of tomatoes from the Yellow Boys, which are orange. And now we're going to go in with some of these onions. This is all I'm going to use. I'm going to use maybe half of a red chili, man. These are hot for me. I mean, blazing hot. I know some of you super hot lovers, this is a kind of a laughable thing, but you know what? For me, This is going to add plenty of heat to this salsa. Some roasted and skinned poblano peppers that we picked earlier. I got 3 large ones here. I think that's probably appropriate at this point. A few of the seeds will go in there. And again, I like the flavor profile of Mr. Poblano. Now I think some lemon pepper would be appropriate here. I also think some garlic powder, not salt, powder would be appropriate here. I think we could go with about 3 scoops of kosher salt. Okay. I think a little bit.
Can I put some in?
Sure. Just scoop it in little dollops there of tomato paste would be appropriate. Yep. Hit it against the bowl, sweetheart. There you go. Yep. And then maybe a cup of apple cider vinegar. And I do think we should put the whole can in.
Really?
Yep, that will give it, as they say, good body. Now, let's go get something to mix that. Yeah. So it did, even though we are using those yellow/orange tomatoes, it did turn red on us because of the tomato paste. But the tomato paste is really important in this process, so I would encourage always using tomato paste when making salsa. This is just going to be absolutely perfect. Now we're going to continue on with the canning process. How do I can? Well, ask your grandmother, because I'm not going to tell you. And there we are, peeps, the next day. 3 quarts, chips, and the world's finest salsa. Keep it gangster.
That good, Daddy?
You know it is, girl.
Dude. That's good.
Is it?
What does it taste like, Ava?
Well, why don't you taste one, Kylie?